China builds cities that look like they came straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster. And they're leaving American engineers stunned. We're talking 20-story robotic parking towers, AI that controls entire cities, and mega projects so massive they make the Pentagon look small. But just how is China racing into the future and doing what the US simply can't? Here are the secrets behind these futuristic megacities. In this single building you can find an entire city inside. Not metaphorically, but literally. A place where you can shop, work, go to the movies, relax in a 5-star hotel, or spend the day swimming at a sunlit beach. All under one continuous roof. This isn't some futuristic render. It exists. It's operational. And it's called the New Century Global Center. Located in the heart of Chengdu, the capital of China's Sichuan province, the New Century Global Center is the largest standalone building on Earth by floor area, covering a staggering 1.76 million square meters. That's roughly 30 football fields. Or to put it another way, it's 3 times the size of the Pentagon, 5 times the Dubai Mall, and nearly as expansive as a Manhattan district. All within a single envelope of steel and glass. Inside, you'll find more than 200 retail stores, over 2,000 hotel rooms, 14 movie theaters, an Olympic-size ice rink, conference centers, office towers, and even a university complex. But what really steals the spotlight is the Paradise Island Water Park, home to the world's largest indoor artificial beach. Here, visitors swim in a 400-meter-long wave pool, while palm trees sway under climate-controlled air. Above them, a 150-meter-long LED screen simulates sunrises and sunsets, creating the illusion of a natural horizon with a capacity of over 6,000 beachgoers. This isn't a gimmick. It's a fully immersive coastal experience built hundreds of kilometers from the actual sea. And if that wasn't impressive enough, the entire structure was completed in just 3 years. That includes planning, construction, and full-scale deployment. By contrast, the Mall of America in the US took over 4 years to complete, and it's less than 1/3 the size. So how did China pull it off? Where the US sees red tape, China sees opportunity. Where others build malls, China builds urban ecosystems under one roof. The New Century Global Center isn't just a marvel of architecture. It's a philosophy of future living, consolidated, climate-controlled, walkable, and utterly self-sufficient. And this is only the first stop on our journey through China's boldest and most futuristic megaprojects. In the heart of Shanghai's Lujiazui Financial District, a structure rises that defies both gravity and conventional design. At 632 meters, the Shanghai Tower is not just the tallest building in China. It's the 3rd tallest in the world, surpassed only by the Burj Khalifa and Merdeka 118. But what sets it apart isn't just height. It's how that height is used. Most skyscrapers are designed as vertical office blocks. But Shanghai Tower is a complete vertical ecosystem, designed to function like a city stacked on top of itself. A revolutionary concept that challenges the very definition of urban space. Its twisting form spirals upward with a 120-degree rotation, which isn't just for looks. That aerodynamic twist reduces wind loads by 24%, allowing for a lighter structure, lower construction costs, and increased stability during typhoons, which are frequent in eastern China. And then there's the elevator system. The Shanghai Tower is equipped with the fastest elevators in the world, capable of reaching speeds of 74 kilometers per hour. That's 20.5 meters per second. It takes just 55 seconds to reach the 119th floor. For comparison, New York's One World Trade Center elevators top out around 36 kilometers per hour, half the speed. But even more striking is the interior structure. Shanghai Tower is built around a central core that divides the building into 9 vertical zones. Each zone includes its own sky lobby, sky gardens, conference centers, and a mix of offices, hotels, retail, and observation decks. There's even a 5-star hotel on the upper floors, offering guests not just a room, but a view from the clouds, with full access to panoramic lounges, fine dining, and serene sky gardens hundreds of meters above the bustling streets below. And the pace of its construction? Just over 6 years from foundation to completion. For a building of this scale and complexity, that's near unprecedented. While the US debates upgrades to aging towers and seismic retrofits for outdated buildings, China is setting new benchmarks for what a skyscraper can be. Shanghai Tower isn't just a marvel of design. It's proof that China is redefining the skyscraper as a living, breathing city in the sky. What if skyscrapers didn't just reach into the sky? What if they connected through it? Welcome to Raffles City Chongqing, a project so ambitious that it rewrote the rules of vertical construction. Built at the intersection of the Yangtze and Jialing rivers in one of China's most dynamic megacities, this complex is often referred to as the horizontal skyscraper. At its core, Raffles City is an 8-tower megastructure, with 4 of the towers reaching nearly 250 meters in height. But what makes it truly unique is what hovers above them. A massive skybridge known as the Crystal. Suspended 300 meters across, the Crystal is more than just a bridge. The Crystal hosts floating gardens, luxury bars, hotel lobbies, leisure lounges, and a 300-meter high observation deck that offers panoramic views of Chongqing, a city of over 30 million people. The mastermind behind this vision? Famed Israeli-Canadian architect Moshe Safdie, known for pushing architectural boundaries. His design for Raffles City was inspired by sailing ships, a nod to Chongqing's historic role as a river port. Each tower curves like a sail catching wind, and the horizontal skybridge represents the command deck, connecting and controlling the flow between vertical forms. And the structure is not just beautiful, it's incredibly resilient. Built using 12,000 tons of steel and an advanced shock-absorbing system, the skybridge can withstand earthquakes up to magnitude 8 and wind speeds of 250 kilometers per hour. Challenges few American high-rises are even tested against. And again, the question isn't whether the US could build something like this. It's why it hasn't. What happens when artificial intelligence doesn't just live in your phone, but manages your entire city? Welcome to Suzhou Smart City, one of the most advanced urban experiments on Earth, where AI, IoT, and 5G work together to run a real-time, data-driven metropolis. This isn't a tech showcase. It's a fully operational city, already home to millions. Spanning over 278 square kilometers, Suzhou's smart district operates on a level of digital integration that makes most Western cities look analog. Every street, intersection, building, and utility system is embedded with millions of sensors, constantly gathering data about traffic flow, pedestrian movement, water use, energy consumption, waste management, and even public safety. At the center of it all is a command and control system, often called the city brain. Think of it as a digital nervous system. AI algorithms process real-time data from across the city and respond in microseconds. Traffic lights, for example, no longer operate on fixed timers. Instead, they adjust dynamically based on traffic density, vehicle speed, and pedestrian presence. Congestion has dropped by 30% in key districts as a result. Compare that to US cities, where outdated traffic grids still rely on fixed cycles and human traffic controllers. Public transportation? Autonomous buses arrive with near-perfect timing, reducing wait times and improving route efficiency. AI even predicts crowding patterns based on time of day and weather, adjusting capacity as needed. But it doesn't stop at transportation. The city's predictive safety system uses facial recognition and behavioral pattern analysis to anticipate potential crimes before they happen, with a claimed 40% drop in crime rates in key neighborhoods. Whether this level of surveillance is admirable or alarming is up for debate. Energy and utilities are also smart. AI predicts water and electricity demand based on time, temperature, and usage history. During peak hours, it reroutes power to reduce outages. During dry spells, it reroutes gray water usage to reduce strain. It's estimated that these optimizations are saving hundreds of millions of dollars annually. Even waste management is automated. Smart bins signal collection teams when full. AI routes garbage trucks to optimize fuel use and time, reducing emissions in the process. While many Western cities are still testing pilot programs in small zones, Suzhou is running the full version in real time, across an entire city grid. As per now, it's an experiment. Soon it's proof. And for US cities still debating 5G rollouts or struggling to upgrade traffic lights installed in the 1970s, Suzhou is a wake-up call. China's not just dreaming about smart cities, it's already living in them. In most major cities, parking is chaos. Drivers circle for 15, 20, even 30 minutes looking for a space. Multi-story garages are inefficient. Underground lots are expensive. And urban land? It's some of the most precious and misused space in the world. But China is solving this problem. Not with more surface lots or deeper holes in the ground, but by going up. Welcome to the future of urban parking. Robotic towers, where artificial intelligence lifts and stacks cars vertically like pieces of luggage on a conveyor belt. Take Hangzhou, for example. In the heart of the city, engineers have built a 20-story robotic parking facility that looks like a glass and steel vending machine for cars. Here's how it works. You drive your vehicle into a drop-off bay. There are no ramps, no searching, no parking brakes. You simply exit, press a button, and walk away. A robotic arm lifts your car, slides it into a steel rack, and stores it dozens of meters above ground, safely, efficiently, and without human error. The system is fully automated. Cars are stored bumper to bumper, door to door, because no one needs to open them once parked. The result? One of these towers can hold up to 1,600 cars in the footprint, where a traditional garage would barely manage 500. And that's not just in Hangzhou. In Shenzhen, China's smart parking revolution has gone citywide. One smart parking hub includes 136 robotic towers, each capable of retrieving a vehicle in 90 seconds or less. That's faster than you could find an open spot in most American garages. And it's not just about convenience. This system cuts land use by up to 70%, reduces emissions from idling engines, and saves time for millions of drivers every day. Urban planners no longer have to waste entire city blocks on flat surface parking. That space can now be used for housing, parks, or commercial zones. Compare this to most US cities, where the norm is still sprawling surface lots, awkward parallel parking, or crumbling underground garages built decades ago. Robotic parking is largely experimental in the West, often too expensive, too unfamiliar, or too politically difficult to roll out at scale. But in China, it's already the default solution in high-density areas. In the US, critical infrastructure projects can take 10 to 15 years just to get approved, before a shovel even hits the ground. Cities are still debating 5G rollout, arguing over zoning permits, and trying to retrofit buildings from the 1950s. Meanwhile, China is opening entire smart districts, running fleets of driverless buses, and using facial recognition to optimize public safety across cities the size of Los Angeles. While many in the West still view China's rise with skepticism, or treat these megaprojects as PR stunts, the results speak for themselves. China is not waiting for permission. It's building the future. And whether that future feels inspiring or intimidating depends on where you're standing.